And good evening, everybody, and welcome to part 2 of the Baycon Convention Diaries with special guest Martin.
Hi, everyone. Hope you're well.
You weren't at Baycon yesterday, which is why you weren't on camera. Hopefully you can hear us and you can see us okay. And we're going to talk about all of the games that we've played and what we think about them.
Especially you.
Especially
all of the games.
I have a lot to say about today. Tune in later on, but we're going to go with you first.
Okay.
So you got there fairly, so you must have left home early this morning.
5 a.m. And I'm still awake, so that is...
I was up about then, but yeah. 5 a.m. How long was the drive then?
Oh, it's 3.5 hours, and it's a beautiful day. I was happy to pick up friend of the channel, Kath, in Bristol.
On the way, yeah.
On the way, and we met more friends here and played a little game called Stressbotics. I don't know if you heard about it.
That was your first game that you played today?
Yes.
So Stressbotics is going to be covered on the channel on Sunday. You're a fan of the game?
I am a big fan of the game. I think it's special.
You played it today as a way to finally remind yourself of all of the rules ready for Sunday, or you already know all of the rules and you just wanted to play it?
I think I internalized the rules quite well over my plays of the base game, and what I really wanted to test is how long does a 4-player game play? Can we fit that in on Sunday? But you need to tune in to see that. Right,
because we don't know whether Sunday is going to be 3 or 4 players yet. So you played it 4 players with you, 3 others. How many of them were new?
Well, all 3 of them.
All 3 of them. Okay. Full teach first?
Yeah, full teach. Well, base teach, as you like it.
Okay. Which is a big teach.
Yeah, it's a big teach. It was about 45 minutes, but they picked up the game exceptionally well. Only one of us finished in negative points, which is good. I'm not going to say who that was.
Okay. Wasn't you?
I'm not going to say who that was.
Was it Marks?
I was teaching. Was it
Ian?
I don't know. Who don't know? We don't know.
Okay.
But we had fun, and I think it's a really good game, even in the basic version, which is a simplified one.
With a tweak.
Because
Stressbotics, the actual original design of Stressbotics was this complex.
Yes.
And then Fernando realised nobody's going to accept this, so we need to split it and release a base game and an expansion. Now both of them came out at the same time.
Yes.
And Odyssey is the name of the expansion, but the original game was designed as everything.
Yeah.
And he had to chop out Odyssey to make it more accessible. It's still a heavy game.
It's still a heavy game, but I think the mechanisms are familiar. It's a really interesting combination. He basically put a lid on some of the intricacies of the play, and then I think the base game is as enjoyable as the expansion. And hopefully it will see a second print run, because it's limited availability.
Yeah,
2,000 copies across the world.
Yeah. But there was a tweak. So after the base game was played a number of times, from what I heard, my limited knowledge was there was a part of the game that wasn't working as well as it should, because it kind of needed a bit from the expansion. But that tweak has been made. It's an official tweak. And it fixes whatever the problem was.
And hopefully in the second edition there will be a couple of additional things re-implemented or re-envisioned for the base game, which is going to make it even more exciting. Good.
And yeah, if you're interested in Stressbotics, 1 p.m. on Sunday, there will be a live stream of it here. And it's going to be around 4 hours-ish.
Yes,
we think,
I would
something
say
like that.
4 hours, 4.5.
So after Stressbotics, what did you play next?
I still have the prototype for Sweetlands, which is a game by Uchibikoya, Japanese designer. They did Ostia. They have a garden trilogy. We're still playing it because the jury is still out, With some of the Kickstarters, you see the rule book still developing. Some of the aspects of the game are streamlined. I would love to see a little bit more work on that game.
Right. So it's not out yet then?
It's not out yet.
Okay.
But it's in production.
Right. So it was a crowdfunding campaign?
It was a crowdfunding campaign. And as these days, if you look at the prototype, it's very hard to tell that it is a prototype. I mean, probably 95% of the game is in its final version.
Yeah.
And we're just keeping the prototype, playing it, getting a feel for it, different player counts. Today's game was interesting. Not all of us were enamored by what we have seen.
But it's too late now.
It's too late now. It's too late now.
It's in production.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see how well people will get it. People will play it, and hopefully they will like it.
Okay. How did you get your hands on a prototype of that then?
It's a very interesting story.
I'm the guy that gets sent the prototypes to play.
Yeah. I'm the Hungarian guy on the Slack, so I had approached them directly.
Right.
And they said, well, there are no UK prototypes that you can make because we haven't sent Paul one. And I'm like, maybe there is a close enough. And they said, there's one in Norway. And you have a little channel you're also supporting in Norway. Mm-hmm. Can you guess who sent me the prototype?
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Johannes and Sinova.
Yes, right. Johannes and Sinova sent me the prototype, and I've been showing that off in various conventions.
Right. We've been joined by Thor.
Hello, Thor.
Hello, Thor.
Welcome.
It's that time of the night. Yeah. Well, it's actually beyond his time of the night where he starts wailing. So it's normally around 6 o'clock in an evening. Now, I don't know whether Thor's ever been on the channel.
No.
Loki's been on the channel a few times, but Thor goes through a phase for about 10 minutes every day, normally around 6 o'clock, which is just after he's been shut in, where he wails. He walks around the house literally wailing like a baby. So if you hear a baby crying in the background, it's Thor. And he just gets a little naughty for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then eventually he settles down. So anyway, that was Thor's appearance.
Maybe he likes the minis.
Maybe
the beautiful primal minis, which we still have here.
Yeah. Now, I was going to say at the start that this is your first time on the channel in the flesh.
Yes.
Because, for those people who don't know, a few weeks ago, a video went up on my channel, which was a 4-player playthrough on Tabletop Simulator of Cuba Libre.
That is true.
And Martin was hosting that. So I was away on holiday, and you basically hosted the game on Tabletop Simulator, recorded the stream, sent it to me, and I uploaded it to the channel. So there is a 4-player game of Cuba Libre on my channel. And what's interesting is I've actually been asked by a couple of people directly who saw that there was a video on my channel, didn't watch it, but saw that there was a video and said, what did you think about the game? I said, you've not seen the video. They said, no, why? I said, because I wasn't in it. I didn't play in that game. So you've been on the channel before.
Yeah. But not in the flesh.
But
it's a good segue because Adam, who I played Cuba Libre with, played a little filler game with you today.
Yeah. Well, have you finished?
Yes, I have finished Sweetlands, and that was my day.
That was your day.
We had a lovely pub dinner.
Right.
It's a fantastic part of the country, so I'm happy to be here.
Right. So, I don't know where to start, really. But the analogy that I've used to describe today is, you know, when you're really excited about a new film coming out of the cinema, and you're so excited about it, you watch the trailer 100 times. Like me with Lord of the Rings. When the first Lord of the Rings film came out, I watched the trailer repeatedly, multiple times a day, and got myself really excited. Now, thankfully, the Lord of the Rings film was fantastic, but there have been times in the past where I've watched a trailer for a film over and over and over again, and I've got myself all really excited, and then I go to the cinema, and it's really disappointing. That it sometimes happens, to the point where I've kind of stopped watching trailers these days, so that I avoid that disappointment. Well, today, I played one game. I played Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era from Chip Theory Games. I have played this game a number of times before, but for those of you that don't know the game, it is a campaign game, sort of, which you play over 3 sessions. Now, the idea is that you're supposed to play a session in an evening, and then there's a save system, and you pack the game away, and then you come back and you do session 2, where your characters have developed and you go on other quests, and then you play session 3, which is the final end game battle, and then the campaign's over. So it's a campaign game, technically, but it isn't a campaign game like Agamonia, ISS Vanguard, Tainted Grail, Gloomhaven, which realistically you're going to play once, and then you're probably not going to play again, because they are 25 to 30 sessions, or in the case of Gloomhaven, even more. Elder Scrolls is 3 sessions, and that makes up a campaign, but you're not going to lose anything by playing it again. Whereas a lot of the bigger campaign games, you're not going to experience it the same the more you play. So yes, technically it's a campaign game. And I've played through session 1 a number of times. I've taught a lot of people how to play it. I've played through it myself a number of times, and I've never gone beyond session 1. And today was the day where I said, right, that's it. We are going to sit down today, and we are going to play an entire campaign of Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era, and we're going to just play it all day until we finish it. And I've been bigging this up in my mind. I have been expecting I've known this was happening for about 3 months now. And for the last 3 months, I've been counting down the days because I was expecting that today was going to be, no word of a lie, one of the best gaming experiences that I've ever had in my life. And I am ultimately massively disappointed. And the reason for that is we didn't get it finished. But now we didn't get it finished because we started a little late. We were taking a bit longer to play it than we thought we might. We've played through 2/3 of it. So we played all of session 1. We played through all of the session 2. And I say massively disappointed. I'm clickbaiting here. I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't play session 3. But when we were only halfway through session 2 at 8 o'clock in the evening, when I had to leave at 10 o'clock, I was like, yeah, we're not going to get this finished. So I'd accepted the fact. But I'm happy to say that today has been one of the best gaming experiences of my life. Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era. If you haven't heard me talking about this game before, this is amazing. This is one of the best games that I think has ever been designed. It's not without its problems. There are a lot of rules. There's a lot of fiddly rules. The rulebook is extremely good. It's very, very technical, though. And even 12 hours into the game, we were like, well, how does that keyword work with, oh, well, let's look that up. Oh, I think it works like this. Check the FAQ. Oh, yeah, it's in there. You're going to have that. It is a deep game. It is an involved game. There's a lot going on. But wow. Even only playing 2 sessions, it kind of felt like an end. We didn't do part 3, and one of these days I am going to play part 3 of a campaign. But yeah, now you've had experience with this game as well.
What do you think? How many times do you need to play this before you can answer the question everyone wants to ask when it comes to chip theory and Elder Scrolls? Because I think if you're Kallax, or everybody's Kallax who's a chip theory fan, there are 2 competing shelves here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the younger one. This is the fresher one. But is it going to be Elder Scrolls or Too Many Bones?
Elder Scrolls.
Okay.
I mean, I have already openly said it's very unlikely that I will ever play Too Many Bones again. And that actually sort of surprised me when I first said that, because I have the trove chest, I have all of the expansions, I played Too Many Bones about 25 times. I enjoy Too Many Bones. I don't enjoy Too Many Bones as much as the super fans of the game. I do enjoy the game. But after playing Elder Scrolls, I can't see there ever being a situation where I would go back to Too Many Bones. Now, I've spoken, that's my personal opinion. I'm friends with a number of people, for example, JP from the Who's Tony's Area podcast. He loves Too Many Bones. It's his number 1 favourite game. He loves Elder Scrolls, but he has a need for both. He sees that there's a need for both. Now, one thing that Too Many Bones does have over Elder Scrolls is you play a game of it, and that game is about 3 to 5 hours long, and that's it. There isn't, you don't have any campaign, you don't have any sessions or anything like that. But I would still prefer to play just 1 session of Elder Scrolls rather than playing Too Many Bones.
Fair point.
I believe that this is a Too Many Bones 2.0, but with a number of other tweaks. It is an evolution of the system. It's obviously based on the same system, but with a number of fundamental differences. It isn't just Too Many Bones with a few tweaks. There's a lot of differences in there. But when I compare the two, yeah, I can't see me playing Too Many Bones again, which makes me a little sad. But that's just how it is. I'm the same with Imperium and Star Trek Captain's Chair.
Yeah.
I can't see me ever wanting to go back and play Imperium again, because I've got Star Trek Captain's Chair. There will never be a case where I would play that one over this one.
Yeah.
So much so that I've actually given away my copy of Imperium to a patron supporter. Yeah. I did a draw last week, and Brian Robson. I've not sent it to you yet. It's still up there, I think. But yes, I will be packaging that up to Brian. I randomly every so often when I've got games that I go, I'm never going to play this again. I don't sell them because I was given them as review copies. But what I do is I do a random Patreon draw, and Brian's name came out of the hat. So I'm sending it up to him. What are people in the chat saying? Disappointment from trailers. Ulrich says, yeah, he stopped many years ago from watching trailers. I have to admit, I have watched the new trailer for the new Fantastic Four film. Once. I couldn't stop myself.
Maybe that's all the gunpowder they have. We don't know.
I was really excited about it. I watched it once and now I'm trying to forget about it. But yeah, that was it. I kind of broke my rules on that one.
And Mark says the town pages.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
That's one aspect of Elder Scrolls that I didn't particularly enjoy, because we had encounters where the adrenaline, especially if you're running away, because what I experienced in this game, especially at the beginning, you are not the all-conquering hero. You have to be very careful because you're very squishy.
Yeah.
And when you're coming off a high adrenaline delve, and then you need to go into town, it's that working through or wading through your way if you're in the Black Marsh, fighting weather, etc. There is an ebb and flow of the game.
Yes, yeah, definitely. It does have that, as you say, you're going from a really detailed combat down to you're a peaceful encounter. Yeah. Our first encounter today is we joined a bunch of protesters. So we left town, we headed out, we found we were crossing a river, there was a bridge, and there were some protesters lying on the bridge.
Wow.
And we had two choices and we decided to join them. So we basically led down on the bridge with them for a day. So we lost a day, but we joined the protesters. And then we moved on. And it was things like that.
It's a living and breathing God.
It was really interesting. So for those of you that know the game, we started in Skyrim and we were on the guild quest for the Thieves Guild. We then played through all of session 1. We did the halfway... wasn't a delve halfway through. I think it was just a clash. We did a delve at the end of session 1, which was really interesting and went really well for us. And then we decided that we didn't want to carry on with the Thieves Guild. We didn't like what they were doing, so we decided to stay in Skyrim, but we got a job working for the Circle of something. Begins with a C. Yeah. Can't remember what it is. But anyway, we did that. And then we played through all of session 2, and we did the big fight at the end of session 2, and then, we unfortunately ran out of time because I had to come home and do a live stream, and Paul had to go home to bed. And
tomorrow you're playing one of my favorite games of all time.
Tomorrow morning I will be playing Voidfall tomorrow morning, so that's 4-player game of Voidfall at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then in the afternoon, I am hoping to be playing this thing that's on the table in front of me, which is the new version of Trismegistus.
Oh, you mean the Roll and
Ride? Not the Roll and Ride,
okay.
No, but the new version of Trismegistus. They sent me the rulebook last night, so I might go to bed with the rulebook and try and read it, but I won't last very long. But yes, I am hoping to get a game of the new version of Trismegistus in tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow evening, I actually don't have anything planned. So it might be Nippon, it might be the Anarchy again. I'm not sure. We'll see. Sunday morning, we are probably going to be playing some Netrunner.
I hope so. I even brought the playmat.
Excellent. Okay, so that will probably be a Patreon-only stream. If you are a Patreon supporter of mine, you do get access to a number of behind-the-scenes videos. And me and Martin are going to be doing some Netrunner on Sunday morning. But Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock, it's on the channel now if you want to set your calendar reminders or whatever. Stressbotics.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the big game. Right, let's head to the chat and see if... Has anybody got any questions for us today? We might as well do a... Because I feel today has gone quicker than yesterday. If you've got any questions... Circle of Champions, that was it, Mark. Zach says, late to the party, what's up? What's up?
And Paul wants to convince you to not play Voidfall, but instead you need to play Session 3.
So I thought Paul was busy.
Yeah, I mean...
Because
life happened.
I'm at Baycon, Adam's at Baycon. I thought Paul was busy. Otherwise, I would have said, let's leave it set up. And I will either blow them off with the game of Voidfall or say, we'll finish. But anyway.
So it's Paul's fault.
It's Paul's fault.
Yep.
Yeah. Which Paul? We don't know. Mark is saying the only thing I'd change is, the town stuff. Yes. So Mark's going to be at Baycon tomorrow morning. Excellent. Mike said, if I could be at Baycon, I could be at Baycon if Paul said we would play Voidfall. We are playing Voidfall. Well, I'm playing Voidfall tomorrow morning. There is 4 of us. We are all experienced players, but I've not played in ages.
But you should, because...
Well, yeah. So you're a Voidfall fan as well?
I am a Voidfall fan.
You played it a lot more than me, I think.
And things are going to happen soon. Maybe. We don't know.
What?
Well, Voidborn are coming.
Are they?
The orange in the sky every morning. Remind me of the Voidborn.
No, that's just the traffic lights outside.
Outside.
You know stuff about Voidfall that I know that I'm not allowed to talk about?
Yes, we both know.
I think there's some things that have been made public.
Yes.
So there is
There is
future stuff for Voidfall coming I won't say soon because the world's up in the air at the moment. But there is future stuff for Voidfall happening. We probably know more details about what that is that we can't talk about. But
we are very excited about it, and it's good to know that this is not the end of Voidfall.
It's not, no. But it is one of those games where you think, expansion? Really? Does it need it? Well, it doesn't need it, does it? Why does it need it? What's wrong with the game that it needs an expansion?
Nothing wrong, but we just talked about Too Many Bones, which has 1 million expansion.
Yeah.
And we talked about Elder Scrolls, which already has an expansion and probably more things down the line. So you just need to be happy and continue to be happy that things come out for the games that you love.
Yeah. I mean, there's two types of expansions. With Elder Scrolls, as an example, it's content. The only expansions that are coming out for Elder Scrolls in the future are content.
Yeah.
So it's more places to go to, more places to explore, more quests, more character classes, but no additional rules. There's no rules being added to the game at all. It's just more content. Whereas a lot of board games, when they get expansions, it adds rules. It adds an extra board or something like this. So I'm hoping Voidfall is...
Do you think Voidfall had enough rules?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
How long was my rules video? An hour and 15?
But it was really, really good.
Yeah, it was a long video.
And I have faith in the Mind Clash boys.
So do I. Yes.
And it's what I have seen so far is addressing people who have played Voidfall a lot.
Right.
And people who have not experienced it yet. So there is something for everyone.
Okay. So that's coming soon. Voidfall is so massive it scares you more than it excites you. Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
But it's one of those games where your first 2 or 3 games is just I'm here to learn the rules and to see if I can enjoy this game. And when you actually sit down knowing the game, suddenly you're like, right, I'm comfortable with this now, and you can then start to enjoy it. And some people get to that after 1 game, and some people get to that after 3 games. But if you've played Voidfall 3 times, and you're still at this is scary, I don't understand what I'm doing, it's probably not a game for you. Honestly, I don't think.
But I think, especially the work that you do, you make scary games approachable.
Try to.
And you bring people together, because I know 2 of the best playtesters met David Turtsey at GridCon.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I never get to 600 or 700 points, but shout out to them. You know who they are.
600 to 700 points.
Yes.
In Voidfall.
Yeah. Nico and Tim, the best team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Right, okay. Mike says he's played it solo 25 times and he's still not played all of it. Yeah. Def's here. Hi, Def. From Australia. Thank you for popping in. Def's a big Voidfall fan as well. I think he heard the word Voidfall.
Yeah.
And his neural implant went off and he... Jackie's here. Hi, Jackie. Are we both going to bed, or will we play something when the cameras get turned off? Considering I've had 5 hours sleep last night and 5 hours sleep the night before, bed.
We will behave. We're behaving. There are 2 more days.
Absolutely.
Plus politics. So.
Yeah, that's it. There is another day of the convention where I'm playing Voidfall, so not the lightest game. Then learning Trismegistus, probably from the rulebook. Yeah. I mean, it's, if you like heavy games, it's fine, but it is draining, mentally draining, physically draining. So yeah, I mean, it's 11:30 here. No more games tonight. Get to bed with a rulebook, and yeah, I say we got to be up at like 7:30 tomorrow morning. Leave here at 8:30, and this arrived today. This is the prototype, as you can see on the back. This is the prototype for Earth Animal Kingdom. So if you are watching this video and you are going to Baycon tomorrow, I will have this with me. You will be welcome to borrow it. I've already spoken to some people today and they've said they're going to borrow it tomorrow. But yeah, if you're at Baycon and you want to try out the new expansion for Earth, which is on Kickstarter right now, you can. It's all in here. So just come and find me tomorrow. Let me know and you can borrow it and you can play that. Def says he did feel that he'd been summoned. Yeah.
We're missing you, mate.
We are, yeah. But always good to have you pop in and say hi. And I think that's it.
Yeah, that's
right.
it.
So I will now show you to the guest bedroom.
It's a games room.
It's a games room with a bed in it, basically. Games room with a bed in it. And yeah, we will be back tomorrow where I will be talking about Voidfall, hopefully the new version of Trismegistus and another game. And you'll be talking about...
Dune Imperium Uprising, maybe with Bloodlines and A Blast from the Past, because we are planning to play Maria. Let's see how that goes.
Maria.
Yes.
I've never played it, but I've heard really good things.
Histogames, very unique system. I love it.
Okay. Right. So you'll be hearing about those tomorrow and other things as well. And we might get a guest appearance from Thor again.
Yes.
We don't know. But that'll be tomorrow. For now, thank you very much for watching. Take care and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.